Well, I'll give you one. Last week, we did an exercise in Zanzibar, and it was a medical readiness exercise, and they did cataract surgeries. And these are surgeries that are they're self-healing, so there's no post-operative requirements. You have folks that have been blind for years and years and years, and when they get done with the surgery, they can see again. Can you imagine the first impression of a Zanzibaran with the U.S. forces is, you know, my mom, my dad, or myself, I was blind for years and years and years, and now I can see. You know, that's powerful. And so when you drill that into the indirect approach of countering violent extreme organizations, you know, and folks trying to bring in their propaganda, you have folks here and saying, wait a minute, my first impression of the United States forces is I can see again. You know, that's powerful.
Africa is undergoing some tumultuous change, especially in the northern region. I think it's called the Sahel.
Sahel, yeah.
How does this impact the presence of U.S. land forces here on the continent?
It makes it challenging. You know, prior to coming down to Mali, we were up in Algeria working with the land forces and meeting with their chief of land forces. It does, you know, it provides a challenge, but once again, we're in support of the State Department. And so, you know, we work close with the ambassadors and their country teams. And we get the guidance and the direction from them as far as what we can do to assist them on their mission.
Do the nations want us to assist?
Oh, absolutely. It's a partnership. It is absolutely a partnership. And you know, we're focused, U.S. Army Africa, we are focused on working with the African land forces. I mean, that's our mission set.
You have terrorism, crime, drug trafficking, kidnapping, just some of the threats that currently afflict some of the nations that we have partnerships with. Where does U.S. Army Africa fit making a positive impact into these security challenges?
I think I've been in the last 18 months probably to 21 or 22 different countries here in Africa. Never once have I felt threatened. What you find is that you can still operate in the environment. Now, those are challenges, but the ones you don't bring up, which are the important ones, is when you look at disease like malaria. Malaria, the #1 killer in Africa. And then when you look at our research of infectious disease, where they have in Nairobi, where they have basically the headquarters, and then they kind of spawn out in different cells. You know, they just developed a vaccine a month ago for ages 5 and under, which is 65% effective in preventing malaria. And we're doing the same thing with HIV vaccines. You know, the research is ongoing. And so, you know, we can talk about the kidnapping, because I got it. We can talk about all the other stuff that's bad. But there's a lot of good that's coming on dealing with other things that affect really a larger body of the population than some of the miscreants that are out there causing trouble in, say, East Africa or even across the Sahel.